Welcome. Welcome to our practice this morning. This is a level 1-2 Vinyasa flow. Today, I'm going to invite you to work into creating some space. And what does that mean? Well, first, physically in our body, we kind of tighten. And that's often why we come to the practice of yoga, to allow ourselves to make more space in the body. We may be sitting more, so the front of our hips are tight. Or perhaps you're walking more or running more than you normally do, and the front of the hips are tight. Physically as well, when we are feeling fear or under stress and tension, we tighten up. And so as we move in our practice this morning, just become aware of what needs space in your physical body. You might not even realize where you hold on to tension. So I'll be focusing physically on creating space in the front of the hips, as well as in the side body. By opening up the front of the hips, we can release tension in our low back. By opening up the side body, we can actually bring more energy into our physical body because it helps improve our breath capacity. I'm also going to have us work with the aspect of creating space in our heart and in our mind, realizing what's filling our mind and maybe aspects of what we need to let go of, same as what's dwelling in our heart. And if there's time to perhaps cleanse and let go and release and make some more space. So as we come to our seated posture, Sukhasana, turn your palms to face up. Let the shoulders drop down the back. And then when you're ready, just close your eyes. Settling into the space of your physical body. Begin by just rooting the pelvis to the earth, anchoring through the seat bones and the tailbone. And then lengthen and find the crown of your head right over the base of your spine. And just do a little scan of the body, feeling physically what areas feel compressed. Maybe some tension. And see if you can welcome these areas to relax a bit more. Now bring awareness to your breath. As you breathe, feel the experience that when you inhale, there's a sense of expansion. And when you exhale, a sense of contraction. Focus on the expansion of the inhale. Just observe what is not moving with the breath. Specifically into the area of your torso. So can you feel the breath in the ribs all the way around, 360 degrees? Can you feel the breath in your upper chest and upper back? No judgment, just observing. Relax your jaw, the neck. Now just observe the mind, the thoughts. Is there a reoccurring thought that keeps coming up? Is this tied to an emotion? I think we all share a common emotion of uncertainty. However, each one of us will perhaps have a different feel in regards to that sense of uncertainty, from fear to different levels of anxiety. And so I'd like you to validate that it's okay to feel that. But also work today in this practice to physically create some space, to emotionally and mentally see if you can release into the possibility that everything's going to be okay. Create space of hope, resilience. And let's connect with our breath. Eyes can stay closed. On an inhale, reach your arms all the way up, reaching long to the side body, and the hands reach to the sky. And then on an exhale, just slide your hands down the center line. Inhale again, the arms flow up. On an exhale, the arms flow down. Continue a few more rounds. You're moving with your own breath count. You're allowing yourself to slow down, pay attention to the movement and breath, how you're feeling. On the inhalation, encouraging space, sense of expansion. And on the exhalation today, the ability to let go, to soften, to release. Take one more round. And as you move into your next round of exhale, let your hands pause at the heart center, Anjali Mudra. To breathe into your heart. Offer an intention for this morning's practice. And may I offer a group intention as we all work into our body physically. May we allow our body to open to space. Mentally and emotionally, may we allow ourselves to have hope, to find the strength of resilience, to let go of what no longer serves us emotionally and mentally. Take another deep inhale in. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, open the eyes. Sweep the arms up and into the air. On an exhale, draw the right hand to the earth. Draw the left arm overhead. Now I want you to focus on the side body, which we'll see in our standing poses, where you're reaching to the left fingertips. The left hip anchors down. Good, making length from opposition from hip to fingers. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, let the left arm sweep down in front of your body. And then inhale, bring both arms up. On an exhale, left hand to earth, right arm extends overhead. We'll hold this, just feeling, making some length in the side body, reaching to the right fingertips. And think about your right hip being a paperweight. Ground it down. Big inhale. And as you exhale, sweep the arm down in front of the front body. And then inhale, both arms up. Make length through both side bodies. One more time. Exhale. Reach over to your right. Full inhale. And then exhale. Sweep the arm down, around. Inhale from your navel. Come all the way up. And then exhale, left hand to earth, right arm over, holding for a breath or two, making a little bit more space. And then exhale, flowing that arm down, around, and then inhale all the way up. Exhale, circle the arms behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Roll the head of the arm bone back. Straighten the arm. Draw your chin down to your chest. Let the head be heavy. Let it release. Invite your forearms away from the low back to create some space across the front of the chest and the shoulders. Make the space with a deeper inhalation. As you exhale, welcome softening. One more deep round of breath. And releasing, inhale, arms flow up. Exhale, hands through your centered line, and let's rock forward, come to all fours. So having blocks, maybe a blanket later on for some kneeling is recommended. Finding all fours. Hands are spread wide, knees are underneath the hips, shins are parallel. With an inhale, find expansion through the front body as we lift our tail, lift our heart into cow. And then as you exhale and coil in, opening the back body as you draw your chin to the chest and your tail to the earth. Inhale, heart forward, cow pose. Exhaling, cat. A couple more rounds on your own. Now the next time you inhale and find cow pose, curl the toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips, and find your downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bending right knee, bending left knee. Go side to side. And then slowly tiptoe your feet forward to the top of the mat. When you arrive, have a bend to the knees and grab your elbows. Just hang. You're using gravity to make length and space through the spine and the upper body. So let the head hang, soft sway from side to side. Swaying back to center, drop your elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or earth. And then exhale, and fold back down. Again, inhale, find length, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. One more round, inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold. Give a bend to the knees, press into the feet with the earth. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach high. And then exhale the hands to the heart. Releasing the arms all the way down. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Side bend into the left waist and then sweep the right arm down in front of the body. Inhale, left arm flows up. Sweep it across and all the way down. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward, fold. Inhale, find length, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, bend the knees, push the floor into the, with the feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to your center. Release them all the way down. Inhale, arms sweep high. Taking the left hand down the thigh, reach. You can bring hand to hip if you like. Nice side stretch. And then sweep the right arm down and around. Inhale, both arms high. Taking right hand to hip or thigh, reach across, down and around. Inhale, both arms high. One more round. Exhale, bend knees, hinge hips, fold down. Inhale, find length, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, push the feet into the earth, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands down your center line. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, flowing right arm over to left, sweep it down and around. Inhaling up. Exhale, left arm over, down and around. Adding on here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers. Take a big inhale, lift the heart. Then a bend to the knees. Exhale, pour forward and down. Let your knees stay bent. Let your head release, making some space in the front of the chest, the heart, the shoulders. Working with gravity, let the head hang, make length and space in the neck. Breathe here. With an inhale, release, bend the knees, drop down into your hips, reach the arms up, chair. And then as you exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart up halfway. Put your hands on the mat and step back into plank pose. So hands are spread wide. With feeling the crown of your head in line with the tail, take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, go up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Up and back, downward dog. Again, inhale, roll forward to plank. Up and back, downward dog. Step your feet to the midline. Inhale, reach the right leg up and into the air. Make length as you reach out of the right hip. Releasing the left heel down to a nice stretch to the back of the left thigh. Big inhale. And then on an exhale, bring your right knee in and step through. Lower your left knee down, pat it if needed. Inhale, sweep the arms up and into the air. So in our low lunge, tuck the tail, lift the front of the belly up, arms reach high. Grab a hold of the left wrist with your right hand, stretch up, and side bend into the right waist. Keep dragging that left hip forward, breathe. Inhaling up. Exhale, circle the arms down. You can take blocks. Curl the left toe under, lift the left knee up. Big inhale, draw heart forward, left heel back. And then exhale, straighten that right leg and fold, working into that right hamstring, pulling it back. Inhale, lunge, looking forward. Exhale, fold. One more round, inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you come into your lunge, move your blocks, plant your hands, stabilize from your shoulders and your core, send the right leg high, keep it control. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, float the left leg high. Make length through the left hip and ground your right heel down. Breathe, inhale. On an exhale, bring your knee in and step through. Help it with your hand if needed. Drop the right knee, pat it as well. Inhale, reach up. So in your low lunge, I want you to focus on taking your tailbone down, lifting the front of the pelvis up, creating space in the front of the right hip. Reach and extend both arms up to the sky. Grab the right wrist with your left hand, lengthen up, and a soft side bend into your left waist. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. You can utilize blocks. Lift the right knee up. Spread long as you scoot back into the right heel. Take an inhale, open front body. Exhale, lift hips, fold into back body. Inhale, lunge, lift heart. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, last round, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come into your lunge, move your blocks. Now stabilize through shoulders, lift from the navel. Draw the left leg up into the air, reach it high. Release. Inhale, plank. Now to modify, you can skip the push-up, any shoulder issues. You can drop knees down as well for modified plank. Otherwise, bend at the elbows, lower your body forward and come all the way down. Now, the options here in your vinyasas to stay low, keeping the belly and thighs on the ground, just roll the shoulders back, pull the heart forward in cobra. Exhale down. The other options are upward dog. So on an inhale, press into your hands, straighten your arms, lift the knees, pull the chest forward and up. And then on an exhale, up and back, down dog. Now adjust your feet in down dog to hip distance. Give a little bend into your knees. Send your hips up a little higher. Your face is relaxed. The hands are spread wide. Smooth inhale. Smooth exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, lift your toe. Keep your hips high and begin to tip toe forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Towards the top of the mat. And then fold, forward, fold. Give a bend to the knees. Inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. And exhale. Hands to your heart. Keep your feet at hip distance. With an inhale, bend the knees. Sit back into chair. The knees track with the toes. Arms flow up and into the air. On an exhale, the arms flow back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Straighten your legs. Fold. Keep some space in the front body. On an exhale, release your hands. Rise up halfway. Plant your hands on the mat. Shift some weight into your hands. Stabilize to the shoulders. Step back into high plank. Hold your plank as a variation, dropping the knees or straight legs. Exhale, chaturanga, bend elbows, lower forward. You can go to belly or catch it. Inhale, cobra, or continue to rise, upward dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Step your feet to the midline. Inhale, float the right leg high. On an exhale, step your right foot forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot, crescent pose. Make sure that your feet are hip distance. Hover your hands off the earth to recruit the right hip. Float the arms back like airplane wings. And then on an inhale, push into the right foot. Give a little bend to the left knee. Tuck the tailbone down. Open the body up into crescent pose. Reach to the arm. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lengthen up. Take a side bend into your right waist. Keep tucking that hip under, working more space into your front left hip and thigh. Inhale back up. Exhale, your hands come down. Anchor through the shoulders from the navel, from the right leg high. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower forward and down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your feet to the midline. Inhale, left leg floats high. Exhale, bring the knee in and step the foot forward. Help it with your hand if needed, knee over ankle. Be on the ball of your back foot. Hover your hands, reach the arms back. When you inhale, give a bend to the right knee to tuck the pelvis under, reach the arms up. Emphasizing today more bend in the bottom right leg to feel that stretch in the right hip as you scoop the pelvis under. Get long as you reach through your fingertips. Reach for the right wrist. Lengthen up and take a side bend into your left waist. Inhale up. Exhale, flow your hands down. Stabilize through the shoulders, lift from your navel, and slide your left leg back into the air. Inhale, plank. Please modify as needed. Exhale, bend your elbows, push up, lower forward and down. Catch it or go to belly. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, Downward dog, breathe, settle in. Relax the face. And soften your eyes. So we use in our practice a focal point. We call it a drishti. So let your eyes soften at one spot. On your next inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. Draw your low belly in and up. Keep the palms flat. And tiptoe forward. When you arrive, fold, forward fold. Have your feet hip distance. With an inhale, bend the knees. Drop down into this chair pose. Reach the arms up and into the air. Make sure that your knees are tracking with your toes. Bring the navel in, and as you exhale, interlace your hands behind the back and fold, forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stabilize, shoulders over the wrists. Step one foot back and then the other, finding high plank. Take an inhale. Your choice, stay here or lower forward and down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, and flow the right leg high. And as you exhale, step the right foot forward. Now help it with your hand, of course, if needed. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, rise. Crescent pose. So square the shoulders and the hips to the front. Give a little more bend to the left knee to tuck that hip under. Breathe. On an exhale, hands come down. Walk your right foot to the middle of the mat. Spin the back heel down for warrior two. Front foot to back arch. Inhale, windmill all the way up. Lunge deep into the front thigh. Extend out to your left arm and turn that left heel out. Warrior two. Turn the right palm up, left hand down. Inhale, reverse warrior. On an exhale, side angle. So right forearm to thigh, left arm over the ear of the cheek. Make length and space. Take another inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arm in front of the face. Come back up, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the front of the mat. Find lunge. Stabilize the shoulders and send your right leg up and into the air. Inhale, plank for the hold, or join me as we lower through chaturanga. Inhaling, up. Exhale, downward dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, left leg floats high. Exhale, bring the knee in control, step it through. Help it with your hand if needed. Adjusting your feet to hip distance. Inhale, rise, crescent. A little more bend in the right knee to tuck that pelvis under, to lift the torso up. Get long through your side body. Take a big inhale. And exhale, circle the hands to frame the front foot. Walk your left foot into the middle of your mat. Drop the back right heel down for warrior two. Inhale, windmill up. Front foot to back arch, right heel is out. Extend the arms in the opposite direction. Turning the left palm up, right hand down. Inhale, reverse. Here's our side bend. Make space in the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, side angle, elbow to thigh. Right arm can extend over the ear, the cheek. Hold for a couple breaths. Reaching to the fingers, anchor into your right heel. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release the right arm down in front of the body. Pull back up, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Send the left leg up and into the air. Inhale, control, plank, hold, or exhale, lower forward and down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Soften the face. Making the hamstrings. I encourage a little bend of the knees. See if you can lift your seat bones, your tailbone up. Use that breath to make space. Take a big inhale. Lift your toes. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. You can walk or press, find lightness, float up. Arrive in a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet to hip distance. With an inhale, bend into the knees, chair pose variation. Reach the arms up. Press up to standing. And exhale, arms down by your sides. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, fold. Now with your first two fingers, grab a hold of your big toes. Take an inhale, find length. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows and fold in. I'd like you to think about making space in the back of your body, the hamstrings, working to release the neck with gravity, just let the head hang. And you can keep a bend of the knees. Think about your tailbone lifting up. Breathe here. Inhale is space. Exhale is the release. Right on your next inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Now, as you shift your weight into your hands, continuing to walk back is a great way to build the strength. But if you're warmed up and ready, keep the weight in your hands and just float back to plank. Hold, lower if you'd like, forward and down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Step your feet to the midline. Inhale, right leg floats high. Exhale, bring your right knee in and step through. You can always grab the blocks to frame the front foot. Walk the right foot to the middle of the mat. Then your left heel down. Windmill up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm up, left arm down. Exhale again, to side angle, one round. Circle the left arm down and around and come back up to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Take and step your back foot in for triangle. It's a little shorter stance. Turn your left heel out. Bring your left hand to your left hip. With an inhale, get long. Reach over that front right leg, pulling your right hip back. And then exhale, the hand can go to shin, earth, even the block, but bring it to the right side of your right foot. Roll the left shoulder over the right. Any shoulder issues, you can keep your left hand here. Otherwise, send the left arm up and into the air. Good. Now, moving with the breath. Take a big inhale and reach your left hand towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, circle the arm down in front of your face. And then inhale, sweep it back up. Good. Hold. Inhale. Make length. Reach through the fingers. Drag that left hip back. And then circle it down. And back up. Good. This time as you reach forward, we're going to hold. Spiral the heart up to the sky. Reach through the fingers. Plug your right hip back. Breathe. Anchor into your left heel. Make space in that left side. Inhaling. Good. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more round of breath. Good. Look down. Flow back up to your triangle. Bend into the right knee and come up. It'll be like a short warrior two. Woo. Cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Lift that back heel. Move your blocks and the right leg up and into the air. Good, and release. So just tune in for just a moment. How are you feeling? You need to take a pause, find child's pose. You can hold the down dog or flow with me through a vinyasa. So inhale, plank. Come on, Shelby. On an exhale, lower, control, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, up and back. Downward dog. Breathe here. Step your feet to the midline. On an inhalation, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee comes in, step through, gather blocks if you have them. Walk the left foot to the middle of the mat. Take your right heel, anchor it down. Windmill up, warrior two. Glance at your alignment once you're up. Right heel out a little further, front foot to back arch. Good, soften. Turn the left palm up, right hand down. Inhale, reverse. Do the stretch up the left side. And then on an exhale, side angle. More about the length you can make through your right side. Breathe. Ground into your feet. Inhale up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Shorten up the snaps for more stability for triangle. So the back foot walks in. Front foot to back arch. And then turn your right heel out. Bring your right hand to your hip. The left hip pulls back and under. And then lengthen your left side body as you inhale. Reach forward. Reach, 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 reach. And then on an exhale, you can look down. Your left hand can go on the shin. It can go to a block if you have it. Roll the right shoulder over the left. Stack your shoulders. Right arm can go up and into the air. So shoulder, any pain, please don't feel pain. Just hold your triangle. Otherwise, if you've got the mobility, reach as you inhale, the right arm forward. Keep spiraling your chest towards the sky. And then exhale, the arm sweeps down in front of the face. And then inhale and draw it up. Hold, exhale. Inhale, use that breath, opening the right side body, stay long to the left. And then exhale it down. Inhale it back up, hold as you exhale. And the next inhale, reach it. So think about your fingertips wanting to touch the front wall. Your left hip pulling back, your heart spiraling up towards the sky. Strong legs, good. You can look underneath the right arm, breathe. Feel any tightness, anything that in place that needs space, use your breath awareness. Turn your gaze down to help you. Bring your right arm back up into the air triangle. Bend into the left knee and come up. Warrior two. It'll be short. Windmill your hands down. The warrior two will be short. Take your hands to the ground. Stabilize through your core, your shoulders down, the left leg up. And release. Again, your choice. Stay here or inhale, flow to a high plank. Exhale, elbows back and in, lower forward and down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll get off our hands, let's practice. So the learning to jump forward is about palms flat, your feet stay low. It's more about lifting your hips up. So with an inhale, lift your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, lift the hips and jump forward. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet together. Walk your feet to hip distance. On an inhale, bend the knee, drop into this variation of chair. Reach the arms up and into the air. And then exhale, come to standing. Nice work. One more sequence. It'll have a kneeling pose, so if your knee is sensitive, you have a towel or blanket around and you need it, grab it. Inhale, arms flow high. On an exhale, fold, forward fold. With an inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, plant your hands. So, couple things about jumping back. Try not to have your hands next to your feet. That's very advanced. Instead, bring your hands forward about a foot or so in front of your feet, and they're plank width.
Hands are spread wide. Start to shift some weight into your hands. See if you can lift one foot up. And then try to lift the other foot up. Good, that means you have enough weight in your hands. So from there, give a bend to the knees. With control through your shoulders and your core, step or jump. And then exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. On your next inhale, reach the right leg high. And then exhale, step your right foot forward. You can take blocks to frame the front foot. Lower your left knee. Take your left foot like a kickstand, and you're going to turn it to the right, and you're going to come up to what we call a kneeling warrior two. So your left knee is underneath the left hip or slightly out a little wider. Your right knee is over the ankle. The pose we're coming into is called Parigasana gate pose. It's a pretty intense pose when done right. It's a wonderful pose of making space. So stretch the right leg out. Now, I'm going to scoot myself back just a bit so my foot is on my mat. You can have two options here. Your right foot can be down, which will give you a different rotation to the inner thigh. Otherwise, staying with what we've been working on is spin your right toes to point up. Why you might not like this is you have to work strength through your right leg so you're not hyperextending your right knee. So work lifting up the right kneecap. Your right heel is in line with your left knee. Good. On an inhale, extend the arms out. And I want you to find some core stability by lengthening the tailbone down, just like we did in our crescent poses today. Good. Then on your next inhale, you're going to reach, just like we do in triangle, pull the right hip back, reach as far over that right leg as you can. Exhale the right hand to the toe, the foot, or even a block. Take the top arm, reach it and extend it overhead. Continue to spiral your chest underneath that left arm. Breathe, inhale. Good, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, good. Inhale from your navel, pull back up. Keep the leg in that position and bring your hands behind the back. Fingers point up. One hand to each side of your low back. Think of this as a camel ustrasana sort of form in gait. So scoop the tailbone down, lift it open the front body. Good. You've got more mobility. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Get long. On your exhale, circle the left hand back, grab a hold of the left ankle, and then inhale, reach that right arm up. Feel the wonderful space making in the front body. Good, come back up, open back to gate. Bend into the right knee. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. That can be a little clunky, so take your time. Find your lunge. Okay, move your blocks, plant the hands, send the right leg to the sky. Now opening the right hip, only if your left shoulder is healthy. We're flipping the dog. So you're gonna drop your right foot to the earth, turn your toes and your knees so they point to the back of your mat. Right hand on your heart. Roll your heart open, let the head hang. And if the right arm can release now, reach it towards the front of your mat. Breathe. Stable through the left shoulder. Slowly roll back. Downward dog. An option to take a vinyasa or rest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finishing the sequence. Step your feet together. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee in and step forward. Take blocks to frame the front foot. Lower your right knee down. Take your right foot like a kickstand and turn it to the left. Windmill up to our kneeling warrior two. Take a moment to look, where's my right knee? It's under the hip, right hip facing long side of the mat. Left toes pointing forward. Open your arms and straighten out your left leg. Again, if it brings more comfort, you can have your left leg toe down. Otherwise,
work at the hip socket, the external rotation without locking into your left knee. Give an engagement of the left thigh. Lengthen both side bodies. Extend the arms in opposite directions. Take your left hip, pull it back and under, and then inhale, reach long over your left leg. Reach. Left hand can touch the foot. It can go to a block. Keep lengthening both side body and then stretch that top arm overhead. Good. Keep spiraling the heart towards the sky. Parigasana, gate pose. Pretty intense opener of the side body. Breathe. Stay aware of your trunk, your core muscles. Keep plugging that left hip back. Reach a little further. Pull that right hip back. All right, slowly come up. Nice work. Bend in lightly into the left knee. Cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Pivot your right leg back. Lifting the right knee up. From high lunge, send your left leg to the sky. We're looking to create stability in that right shoulder as we roll open through the heart. You're going to bend the left knee, flipping the dog. So as the left foot drops, turn both toes towards the back of the mat. Bring your left hand to the heart, spiral the heart up to the sky. Let the head release. Let the left arm float overhead. Breathe. Control to that right shoulder. Roll back, down dog. Here's our last vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Come down onto your knees. Take them wide. Send the hips back. Relax the arms by your side. Create some space in the back body. Relax the wrists. Smooth out the breath. Inhale, come up. And let's go into seated. So as you sit, always if needed, sitting on a blanket, just a little bit for a seated section can help you. So legs are forward and I'm facing you to show you this line, a little different pose. We're going to let's take the right leg out to the side and bend the left knee. So it's like a half straddle, right? So your left knee is bent. We're going to continue to work side body space. So let's start by taking, inhale, right arm up, lengthen, good, turn and pivot so that your right hand goes to the left knee, your left hand goes behind the back and take a twist here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, spin your chest to the right. Good, and now inhale back to center. Look at your right leg, flex the foot, toe and knee towards the ceiling. Good. Now you're gonna hinge and place your right elbow right to the inside of that right thigh. And I wanna have you use it like a lever, like we do in our side angle. Bring your left hand to your hip. Roll the chest open. This can be your first stage. You're bending into the right thigh, so it's a side bend. Your shoulder has injury, you keep your left hand to hip. Otherwise, the top arm is gonna reach overhead, kind of like gate pose and side angle, but we're in this half straddle. It's called Parivrita Janu Shasasana. So it's a revolved Janu. Good, now from here, you can take it deeper, sliding the right elbow to the inside of the thigh to earth, or reaching the right hand to the right foot and reaching the top hand to the foot. And see if you can spiral underneath. I'm gonna keep my arm up because when that arm comes down and I'm kind of collapsing, I'm losing space. So instead, my top left arm is gonna stay up, and for me, it creates more space. It's all what the practice is about.
not necessarily getting into the most advanced variation of it, but what does your body need today? Where can you find space? Use the right elbow into that arm to rotate open. A few more rounds of breath. And then inhale, slowly come up. Whew, it's an intense one. So we're gonna just calm the nervous system. From where your pelvis is positioned, just walk your hands forward and bow down, fold in, release the back body. And then inhale, come up. Now we're gonna switch sides. So start with your legs forward, because I think that helps, so you can visually see. And now it's your left leg that moves out and the right foot in. So you don't want your left leg in line with the hip, you want it out slightly. Good. We'll get a rotation first by inhale, left arm up. Turn to your right and put your left hand on your right knee. Then the right hand can come behind the back. Grow tall through the top of the head. Use that lever of your left hand on your right knee to turn and twist the upper torso to the right. Inhale, find length and space. And exhale, move into that space. Good, inhale, turn the gaze forward. Now keep that sort of rotation and place your elbow to the inner thigh. Right hand to your hip, spiral the chest up towards the sky. This is the first stage. Stay here. The side bend, so you're folding over into the left leg. If your right shoulder is healthy, the arm sweeps up and you can reach it towards the foot. Does not have to grab the foot. You can't overemphasize. Make space. Try not to get crunched up. Good. So taking the elbow to the earth is the next option. I'm going to stay here. This is a tight side for me. So breathe, making space. Some of you can reach. Go ahead and grab your left hand to the left foot. Keep spiraling the heart open. Keep plugging your right hip down. And most importantly, feel the breath. If you can't feel expansion on your inhale, please come out of the pose about 20%. Then when you take that breath in, can you feel how the breath wants to give you space? And allow yourself to soften into it. So our effort can sometimes make us constrict and tighten. So turn down your effort a bit. Soften your face. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Good, and then from your trunk muscles come up. Wow. Pause there. And now countering that, fold forward. Just let the head drop. All right, slowly come up. Bring your legs together. All right, one more sort of creating space, butterfly. So feet together, it's so good for us. We're going to be working the inner groin, the abductors. It also, when you fold, you'll get a nice release in the back. To protect the back, however, if you bring your feet together and shimmy your heels as close to the groin, I'd like to have the knees lower than the crest of your hips. If they're high, sit up, elevate yourself so that the knees can drop. Then as you rock side to side, find the bottom of the pelvis, this bony landmarks called the seat bone. Take an inhale, you can lift and stay upright. The pelvic bowl is pouring forward. Stay here, push the feet together and feel in this. You can use imagery like there's strings connected to your knees and the knees are being pulled in the opposite direction, all right? So from here, take an inhale, stay here if you like. Otherwise, walk forward. Turn the palms up, fold in. Let the head be heavy. Here you might feel your spine round. It's okay in flexion. The spine can move every different way. We're plenty warm now for flexion. Of course, I know sometimes best, if this is intense, you can also do butterfly on your back to support your back. Bring the feet in towards your nose or your heart. But otherwise, I would like you to think about making space in the back of the body, softening, letting go. Any rigidity in the upper back. Feel your tailbone anchor to the earth. Take about 5 more rounds of breath. And slowly start to roll up. Take your hands to your knees. Draw the legs close. Stretch the legs out in a little shake. And then bending the knees, extend out the arms. Control, coil into the navel and slowly roll down, controlling from your low back, your mid back, your shoulders, your head, and then your legs. Stretch the arms overhead. Reach long to the fingers, long to the toes. Make a star, so spread out your legs. Flex the feet, kick to the heels. Find all that space in the front of your hips, through the side body. And then exhale, bring your right knee in and bring your left knee in. Our last pose is our final hip stretch and also good for the back. Happy baby. Grab the sides of your feet. Stack the heels over the knees. Lengthen your tailbone towards the earth. And enter a soft rock from side to side. Now, you can play in Happy Baby. Drop your left heel towards the groin and see if you can straighten your right leg out. This sort of mirrors the stretch we did in seated. Rotate, put your right foot into the midline and stretch your left leg out. Both feet together. Lift your head and shoulders and bring your nose towards your toes. And now, really spread out. So, taking some rest for Shavasana, if you have a cushion, put a pillow or cushion under the back of the leg. Spread the legs out. I want you to create some space so that the lymphatic system can circulate. Same with the arms. Spread your arms a good 6-8 inches away from the side body. Still have your hands lower than shoulders. Turn the palms up, but I want you to feel some space in the inner arm. The head, you can give a little support for the neck, a blanket under the head. Cover up so you don't become cold. Close the eyes. And just take a moment to feel the body. Allow it to become heavy. Allow it to drop into the earth. Relax the wrists, the hands, the fingers. Relax the shoulders, the neck and throat. Soften the face, the brow. With each exhale, allow yourself to melt into the earth. Surrender. Let the breath be free. The mind can just flow with its space. And drain stillness. Take rest. Really bring your awareness back to your breath. Back to the physical body. So wiggle your toes, your fingers. On an inhale, slowly reach the arms overhead, reach the fingers and toes. Inhale. Gently bring the right knee in, and then bring your left knee in. And rock to massage the back, circle the knees. And then slowly roll to the right. You can let your head rest on your right arm. Pause here.
When you feel ready, use your hands to press up. Sit on anything you'd like, finding a cross-legged seated posture. Turn the palms to face up and close your eyes. Come back to your breath. As you inhale, feel a sense of expansion. And as you exhale, feel softening. Feel and sense in your body any change or shift to your breath. Perhaps the breath feels deeper, fuller, smoother. And then take your hands, make L with your finger, and bring them to the sides of your ribs. As you inhale, we worked a lot of side body space. So as you inhale, breathe into your hands. Feel the ribs move out and up. Back, front, side. And as you exhale, soften. Continue to breathe into those ribs. The more that we practice and become aware of our body, our breath, and our patterns, we become more aware of our holding, our attention. And by just simply bringing awareness to areas that are carrying tension, we can offer some more space. Relax again the hands to your lap, palms up. Bring your awareness into the front of your chest. In yoga, we call it our heart center. As you inhale, breathe into your heart. Welcome a sense of fullness. You exhale, a softening. Now bring your awareness up and into your head, your brain. Think about breathing into your skull, into your head, bringing fresh energy. And as you exhale, release the rigidity. In order to receive, we must soften. In order to learn, to grow, to heal, we must soften and be able to be open and be receptive. When we are in a time of uncertainty and exposed to fear and anxiety, it's natural that we tighten and we contract. It's natural to feel these emotions, but catch yourself. And whatever you can do to help yourself be grounded, to breathe, to find hope, to feel gratitude, to be resilient. Come back to your heart. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer position. I thank you for taking this time to join me in the practice of yoga. I hope in some small way you were able to make space physically, emotionally, and mentally. Let's take one deep collective breath together. Take a deep inhale in. Open your mouth, exhale. From my heart to all of yours, namaste. Thank you. Stay strong, stay healthy. Namaste.
Namaste, Meg.